Hey y'all, Chris and Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. That's collard, like collard greens. All right, we're going to put some flour in this pie plate. I'm going to batter my squash. It's been soaking in buttermilk most of the day. And so I'm just going to put it right here. And we're going to get it battered up. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on it too. And then we're going to make some real thick pork chops.
Don't be too long. We'll be getting squash out of the garden.
Oh, really?
Well.
You're a little premature there?
It won't be too long.
Okay. I have a lot of squash here.
Yeah, it's probably.
I don't know that I can get all this in that skillet. Let's salt and pepper it.
Probably more than we can eat.
Probably. I put some of it up for the chickens. And I'm going to feed them on their little picnic table today. I'll show y'all that in a minute. Something Keisha got me for Christmas. And so, here, let's do this. I might have enough flour in here to batter all of it.
Be close.
Now, when I was a young woman and I did squash, no kidding, I sliced it in circles and fried it like fried green tomatoes. Do you remember that, Chris? How I would fry the squash in little circles and flip them in the pan instead of frying a bunch at one time.
Yeah.
But I don't do that no more. I fry it all up. Together like one big happy family of squash. All right. Let's get over here.
You over here?
I guess. Well, now I'm heating up this to put our chops in, and I'm heating up this for our squash in. And it's going to take probably about the same amount of time to cook both of them, I would think. So what I might do.
Well, the meat's got to rest for 5 minutes. So
I can start it.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want it battered?
It doesn't matter to me. However you want to make it. You just want to sear it.
I'm thinking about it.
That's fine. That'll be good.
Okay. Thinking about just searing it, y'all, because these are like steaks today. I got bone-in, thick pork chops.
Oh.
And they're thick. Let me tell you. So, I've just salt and peppered that one side. That's all I've done. I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in it. We're going to let them get brown, good and brown. I'm going to turn it up, let them get brown. And then we'll put a lid on it because you want them to be good and done. Now, this squash has been sitting out kind of at room temperature, so it shouldn't cool down the grease too much. I prepped it earlier today. Here, baby. Well, I need some room. So I don't want all this flour in my skillet, so I like to kind of roll it around in my hands and get rid of most of the flour when I got a big skillet full like this. So if you'll just pick it up and just kind of move your hands back and forth like that, then it gets rid of all that extra flour, and then you don't have a skillet full of just flour. I hope you're having a blessed day. I had a wild day. And I'll just say this. If you have joined us from Facebook, because I went on Facebook today and I told everybody to join me on YouTube. I about had it with Facebook. So if you have joined us on Facebook and this is your first time watching a live on YouTube or YouTube in general, welcome to the wonderful world of YouTube, where I love to cook. You've always been very supportive of me on YouTube. Now, for now, I guess I could just salt and pepper this side, y'all. But we're going to make these kind of like steaks. And I wanted to get at least to a medium temp. You do not have to cook pork well done like you used to. And now y'all do it all day long if that's what you want to do. But now Chris is going to get this fattest one, because he don't mind it as much as I do. The fact that it's not done, I mean.
I want mine about medium well.
Medium well? That's fine.
Or
it
well.
Still needs a lid on it.
Yeah, I like it.
Because they are
well.
thick, y'all.
Yeah, they're big.
So I'm putting a lid on them because they're so thick today. All right. So all we've done is started some squash. I'm gonna take this squash and put it in my spinner for my chickens, because we didn't
turn the timer on for that pork.
I guess you can.
Okay. Get some time. Okay.
All right, what we're going to do right now is, with the rest of the squash, is throw it in here and put it on my picnic table over there for the chickens. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I've got some strawberries for them. Some squash, some bell pepper, different things today.
Yeah, they're going to like it.
And then we're going to put their squash on here. And take this out to them tonight.
Fighting over that.
Yeah. My chickens. All right, let's take a look at our squash. See how it's doing. I'm probably going to have to add a little oil to it. Doing good though, but it needs some oil. Some of y'all might think when y'all see how big my oil can is. I know. It's a pretty big one. All right, wait a minute, y'all. Let me look at this. Looks kind of dangerous, don't it?
Well, you can cut it down a little
I'm
bit.
probably going to Oh, I forgot. I had it on high. Why didn't you remind me? I'm sure I burnt the crap out of them.
No.
They look good, y'all, but I got to put the lid on them or the thing's going to go off. All right, let me get me some oil for my squash. Need a little oil. When this calms down a little bit, I'll show you the other side. but it's looking good. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on these chops. Roasted garlic, rosemary, and sea salt. It's good stuff. Now, do you want me to put a thermometer in this one?
I just turn it down. Did you already?
It's already turned down.
Well, let's cook
Actually, it's turned off.
Let's cook that side on 7 minutes, or 6, 7 minutes, and then the other side we can flip over for a few minutes before we.
I mean, it really don't need to be flipped. I don't think. Do you?
We'll see.
This is the garlic sea salt, and it's got rosemary. They look good. What are you doing over there?
I'm gonna put this on timer.
Oh, I forgot you had the timer on.
Kitchen timer 7.
Did it go off?
Well, it wasn't done because.
Well, I know. So how many more minutes does it need? 7 on this side and 3 on the other?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it just depends. We can.
I can put a thermometer in it and do it right. Do it right. All right, y'all. I know I'm running around, but that's how it is when you're live. You gotta move around. When you're cooking more than one thing, what do you want me to do now? I was getting the thermometer out, baby. Chris, when we're live or filming and he wants me to do something, instead of just saying what he wants me to do,
well, when
he starts like doing like this.
When I say it, people get all mad and think I'm telling you what to do.
Well, that's true.
But if you're married, you might tell each other.
You do need to tell each other what to do every once in a while.
Especially if they're doing something.
Well, of course. Just like when I had that on high a while ago. He needed to say, Tammy, honey, bun, that's still on high. Because, well, for heaven's sakes, it goes in this one. Let's turn it on. No ditches. Does that one turn on, this one? Or do they both turn on separate?
You only need one of them.
Oh.
That one, so you need.
All right.
So
I got to get this in that chop.
Well, you can just wait. That's 7 minutes to get.
No, I want to do it now. Because I think it's going to be overdone, and then you ain't going to like it.
I don't think you can mix it up. It's a pork chop. Pork chop.
Well, yeah, but you don't want it overdone either. Now, do you? So this is Chris's. See how much it says it is. Right in the middle of his.
There. What's it stop?
78. Good Lord, it's got a long way to go.
Yes, it does.
It's got a long way to go and a long time to get there. Y'all know what I'm singing, don't you? You got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Watch old bandit run. Oh, Smokey's got them ears on. Chris probably knows the song more than I do.
I do not. I've never seen that movie.
It wasn't just a movie. It was a TV series.
I don't.
You did a. I think it was a series. Or am I crazy? That's Dukes of Hazzard, ain't it?
Yeah.
Boy, everybody thought that Burt Reynolds was the most handsome thing that ever walked the face of the earth.
Yeah, he's pretty good looking.
He sure is. Now, that's one man you can show me for a second. I'm going to tell him what I think. That is one man that I like the mustache on. Mm-hmm. There's not many.
Yeah.
But Burt Reynolds, whoo, he was smoking hot.
He was better looking without the mustache.
Smoking hot bandit. Boy, that looks like some good squash.
Yeah, it's cooking up.
Don't it?
Yeah.
Turn this down a little bit. I'll show y'all what else is going on in the kitchen. We got some time.
Okay.
We got some time. Our chop's not ready. We got a temperature thing. Now, let me just say this. If you're going to buy a pork chop that thick, you really should have a temperature gauge. Okay? You really should. If you don't have one, go to Walmart or on my website and get you one. Let it be Mother's Day or Father's Day present this year.
So what do you think about Tom Selleck with his mustache?
He was good looking too.
There you go.
Woo! Man, we had some good looking men back there. A Marlboro man had a mustache, didn't he?
Nothing wrong with a mustache. Tammy acts like it's something.
I just never liked them. On a good looking man, they usually don't need a mustache.
I don't know.
A good looking man is good looking without a mustache.
Not Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott's not that good looking.
He looks
Sorry.
all right with the mustache.
I know some of y'all are Sam Elliott fans, but he is just not that good looking to me.
With a mustache, he is.
But there ain't nobody as good looking as Chris Nichols.
Not without a mustache.
Period. All right, let me grab my strawberries. Let me show them what we got for dessert. I made a white lily box pound cake today. And we've got whipping cream. And I made some fresh strawberries. And they're nice and cold because they've been in the fridge. So that's our dessert. All right, our pork chop is up to 101 degrees. We got 1 minute left. And we're going to flip it and go 3 more minutes. And I bet it's going to be at 150 by then. You want it medium?
No,
Let's look at my handy dandy little meat temperature scale.
I want it pretty much well done.
Let me just, you do?
Well, absolutely.
Well done?
I mean, I want it medium, a little over medium well.
Oh, all right, look, y'all, I've got a meat temperature scale. If you don't have one in your house, you should. And pork, you can eat medium well, and ground pork needs to be at 155. Do you know
what?
That I'm thinking about, let me flip this. I'm thinking about buying some ground pork because it's cheaper to buy ground pork than it is to buy ground beef right now. And I think I'm going to start buying some. Now, I know some of y'all don't eat pork and all that, but this girl right here likes a pig. I like every part of the pig. Oh, that's pretty. It's just pretty. Y'all won't get a better tasting fried squash than squash that has been sitting in buttermilk and flour self-rising. Best stuff you ever put in your mouth.
There you go.
Now, these are like steaks, so you want to sear them, and they need to be dark. That's the goal. Because, believe it or not, that tastes really good. Really, really good. If you don't have a brazier that has a lid, let me encourage you to get one of them too. This one's cast iron, so it's heavy. And so it's not made, it's not good to make like gravy and stuff like that in because there ain't no way you can pick it up and pour it out. It's too heavy. You have to pick it up with both hands. And in other words, it's just too heavy to make gravy or anything in. It's not a skillet. It's not a skillet. So the key to having a good brazier is that it has a really heavy lid. I've got several on the website. If you don't own one, invest in one. They're good to have. Now you can use a Dutch oven for a brazier. If you've got a Dutch oven, even if it's big, you can do the same thing in a Dutch oven as what we're doing right here in this brazier because it has a nice heavy lid.
They're a little harder to clean is the only thing, aren't they? Like if you seared that pork
Yes,
chop in there,
Lord,
wouldn't it
yes. A
make
Dutch
big
oven, it would
mess?
make a big mess. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that enameled Dutch oven, the enamel on a Dutch oven, it don't matter. I've had different brands and all that. It's hard, kind of hard to clean up. Um, so you better off getting you one like this one that's nonstick. It's a cast iron with a nonstick inside. And like I said, I got quite a few on the website you could pick from. But the best ones have nonstick. Oh, I was going to show you what I'm doing back here because it's real important that y'all see it. Look at that stuff. Woo! That looks good, don't it? Happy about made me trip. Chickens are eating good tonight. We're eating good tonight. This was a rotisserie chicken, and it was a little bitty one from the grocery store, not a nice big plump one. And I took it off the bone to make chicken salad, but I left the dark meat in it, on it, and you take all of the skin, all of the bones, all of the juice from the pan, and you put it in water, and you put it on the stovetop, and you bring it to a boil, and you boil it at least an hour, even 2 hours you can, if you want that bone broth to get in there. Boy, it makes good chicken broth. So if you buy a rotisserie chicken, do not waste the skin and the bones. Even if you pick all the chicken off, do not waste it. Make some good chicken stock. It makes stock, not broth. Okay? So I've got that, and I'm just going to leave the top off of it. And then tonight, before I go to bed, it'll cool down. I can pick the chicken off and pour that broth up.
Can breaded okra be fried in butter? That'd be a lot of butter, wouldn't it?
Yes. And let me just say this. When you bread okra and squash, the best okra and squash, trust me, has self-rising flour on it, not cornmeal. Just trust me, okay? It absorbs the grease. So you would be eating a lot of butter. It's only at 137. I had just looked at it.
Yep.
So you want me to turn it down on the lowest till it gets to 155?
Is that medium well? 155?
Yes.
Yep.
Medium well, 150 to 155. And it's at 139.
Yeah.
Mine's probably ready because it's skinnier.
Maybe
Like me.
It's a lot skinnier.
All right, I'm going to put mine on this and let it start resting.
All right.
And then I can carve mine when yours is still. Oh, that thing's set on beef, so it's beefing. Excuse me, but we're not cooking beef. We're cooking pork. Here's mine. And it needs to rest 5 minutes before you carve into it, okay? So mine's going to sit here while his finishes cooking. Chris made him a baked potato, but I didn't want one. All I need is this pork chop and my squash, and I'll be happy.
Flip it over just because that thing's kind of in the top part a little bit. See how it's up there?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah, still flip over.
What'd you say? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, lid on. You want me to scoot it over to the edge instead of the
fine.
middle because the flame is right in the center?
It's all right. I'll take it off.
Scoot over there, boy. All right. Let me taste mine and see if it's salty enough. No. I'm going to put some more of this on mine. It says this has salt in it. Most of their spices don't have any salt.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that smells good. It smells really good. And it tastes really good. Y'all, this is a new one they make. And it is delicious. All right, let's taste this. Hot. Oh, so crunchy and so delicious.
I could eat that whole plate of okra.
Did you say okra?
Squash. Or okra.
Okay. Y'all, pro temp is at 152. You want me to take it off?
Yeah.
Woo, we about waited too long. Because the temperature will rise after you take it out.
A little bit.
I'm going to turn it on this side. It's prettier. What do you think
Be
the other
careful,
side?
Lex.
We'll poot. Which
Well,
side do you think is prettiest?
That's lovely.
That one? Or this one?
That one is too. This light over here, we got to do something about this light. It
It's
makes
not-
everything look
it's-
so dark.
I know. Well, it's just life, you know?
Like if you look at it over here
Well, that's because that light is so bright. It's beautiful.
in that pretty light,
Everything we take a picture of our food, we do it underneath this light. It's beautiful lighting. Beautiful lighting. All right, y'all come and look at this pan. Now you see that? That would make some good gravy, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted smothered and pork chops, you could just make gravy out of what's left in the bottom.
that'd be perfect.
But we don't need no smothered, nothing. Do we, baby?
Nope.
Because you're getting a potato already. All right, we're going to cut mine. Golly, that's a pretty pork chop, ain't it?
It is.
Look at that big, thick piece of fat on it.
Mm-hmm.
We got these at the IGA. We have to drive down the Midway to get good meat, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, the stuff we've been getting at Publix and Kroger is just not.
Not like our Ingles at home, is it, baby?
The Ingles where we used to live had really good.
Oh, our Ingles had the best meat. The best. If you've got an Ingles near you, that's where you should shop for all your beef. They have real butchers too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's your tater. Chris got a tater. Well, and I'm going to slice into mine and let y'all see how pretty it is and delicious. And then we're going to go. Put some squash on my plate. We'll do this under the pretty lighting. Come on over here under the light, Daddy. And then I'll slice a piece of cake and fix it too for y'all. And if y'all were one of my chickens, you would enjoy a good feast on your picnic table. Wouldn't they? I got to get me a fork. Now look, y'all. Even our silverware has chickens on it. Look, I want you to look. That one's dirty. How did that get in my silverware drawer? Well, for heaven's sake.
Maybe it fell on the floor.
Maybe it got thrown in the floor. My chicken. All right, here we go. Look at that fat. Now, I'm not going, no, that's not fat. Yours has got, is that fat?
Just cut it.
It is. Look how thick that fat is on that chop.
Good.
I'm not eating that part, y'all.
Okay.
In case you're wondering. Tammy's not eating the fat. I know some of y'all would. Let's just half right through here. Bone end's a little harder to serve.
We got our squash at the grocery store.
Yeah, our squash is blooming, but we don't have
We don't have any.
squash yet. We got tomatoes on the vine. And
Not a ton of them.
that's plenty done. Did you see it?
Well done.
It's not pink or nothing, y'all.
But it probably will be toward the bottom.
But now it was thinner.
Yeah.
And delicious. I don't have anything to drink.
Okay.
I'm gonna slice a piece of cake for y'all. And then it'll be time for Chris to eat. Come on, baby. You got the best wife on the planet. Don't you?
Yep. And the best dogs. And cats.
Here's me a piece of cake. I won't eat a whole lot of this. Where's my little dipper? Now, when I make strawberries, I kind of smash them up, put sugar in them.
Good.
The more the merrier. And right now, strawberries are pretty cheap. Well, Chris, you about dropped it into the cake.
Oops. Well, okay.
Y'all all right? All right, here we go.
That's the first time I've ever done that.
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah.
There it is. And look at this, y'all. Let me show y'all how much I love YouTube. There's my YouTube love. Y'all have a blessed day and a blessed night. I should say night. We'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. Love ya. Bye.